Hello, guys. Can you guys hear me all right? Oh, great. How are you guys doing? So today we're going to have our last meeting, which means starting from next week, we won't meet on Zoom anymore. So if you need help or anything, you can email me to set up an office hour or appointment, and I'm going to help you pretty much like one-on-one or stuff like that. So let's wait for another 2 or 3 minutes. When more people join, then we'll start from there. All right, we have 22 here, and I think it's good to start. So first thing first, I uploaded a video yesterday regarding the rest of the components that should be in the engine assembly. So including the stroke and some brackets and what else? Pretty much that's it. You can check it out on this channel. And it's about an hour long, and it's fully commentary, and you can just follow step by step, and the dimensions are in there as well. So if you haven't checked it out, you can go there and check it out and do all the rest of the components to complete your engine assembly. One more thing I want to go talking about is the homework. As you can see, some people don't join our class, and even though I keep repeating myself about when the homework is due and what you're supposed to do with the homework, and people still email me and they don't know what to do with homework 5 and 6, and they don't know the due date as well. I don't know why. Well, anyway, let me just repeat this because I'm going to upload this very short lecture into YouTube. So that I'm going to say this lecture is about homeworks and also the way the formatting of the final project that I want you guys to submit into the Blackboard. So homework 5 and homework 6 very similar. So they will be done in the same way, but in different subjects. So homework 5, take a screenshot of the model that was followed by that week 10's lecture, which is the engine block body, right? So you follow the video and you build the model of the block body, and then you take a screenshot and then upload it to Blackboard under homework 5. Homework 6, same thing, a little bit different, is you're gonna model the hat as well, and construct an assembly that include the block body you've done in homework 5 and the head. So you put the head on top of the block and you have your assembly, and then upload the screenshot of the assembly under this homework 6. And the due date for all homeworks, they're due in 1 week. So I post homework 6 last week. It's supposed to due today. So you have 1 week to do your homework 6. However, you can submit it late because I do have a 2 weeks late policy. So that means this homework you can do for homework 6 is gonna completely due for another 2 weeks. So pretty much, if you open up your calendar, it will probably do about 24th. Right, and after 24th, after the midnight, you're not, full credit. The late policy won't hurt you at all. And after 24th, after the midnight, you're not gonna see this homework 6 anymore. So you can't complete it. I mean, you can't submit it. Sorry, you can't submit it. Homework 4, the same thing. I forgot which day I posted, but you have total of 3 weeks from the day I posted to do your homework 4 for full credit. And after 3 weeks, this homework 4 will be disappeared. You're not gonna see anymore. You can know where to submit it, okay? And that's the rule for all homework. You see, for example, the homework 1, 2, and 3 says item is hidden from students because it's past the, it's even beyond the late policy, so it's hidden. Okay, I hope that resolved the concern about the due dates and the homework requirements, stuff like that. So let's move on to the project. So project under course document, there is a project requirement. So project requirements, you need to read about it. I don't know, you need to find out. You need to go through recordings which day I post the homework for. I don't remember from this point. It's probably due tonight. So project requirements, you're gonna read it because I'm gonna grade based on this project requirements, okay? So before you start a project, read this requirement and know it. That's very important. And for final project, everything you need to do is right here other than mating parts. And I already discussed this with the class. I'm gonna show you exactly step by step how to make each component. But the mating part is your job because I can't babysit from all the way from beginning, okay? This is a college class. I need to give you something to finish it independently. So all components are here, starting from the block body. And you see the head, the cam, the gasket, piston, and here the stroke and the brackets and some fasteners maybe, stuff like that. All right, so I'm gonna talk about right now, gonna be very important, how you're gonna submit your assembly. So listen carefully. Once you reach this stage, you put everything together, you're gonna have something look exactly the same what I have in right here. Or if you're doing some project by yourself, like your own idea, you're gonna have assembly right here, right? So first thing, you're gonna name all the components or sub-assemblies into assembly 1, assembly 2, assembly 3, or part 1, part 2, part 3. So name it like this. All right, it should be all capital. So part 1 with the dash or not, up to you. Part 2 or assembly 1 or assembly 2. Stuff like that, okay? Don't name it anything else. Everybody get it? Let me know in chat if you understand this step, please. Because it's important, and if you don't do it, it'll hurt your grade, okay? And the next step is open up every single component. So for example, wow, okay, here we go. It's so slow. So for example, this piston, if you name this as like part 5 or something, for example, let's call it part 5 for now, because you need to save it as part 5 as its name, then it will call it part 5. You're gonna take a screenshot of every single component. So use the Windows built-in snipping tool and take the screenshot of the whole interface, okay? The entire interface, and take that screenshot. And the part name right here should be like part 5 or part 6 or part 7, something like that, like sequential number, okay? And take this screenshot into a Word document and paste it here. And then put a caption saying, for example, this is part 5. Let's assume this one is part 5, and says piston, okay? Put a caption under each component. So pretty much this file gonna contains definitely more than 10 pictures, because you're gonna have at least 10 different components, right? So that's part 1 to part 10 or even part 15. And then you make, if you have subassembly, for example, this model has 1, 2, and probably 3 different subassemblies. You see, those are all subassemblies. And you need to name those subassemblies to be assembly 1, assembly 2, and assembly 3, and do the same thing in this Word document, and put a screenshot of this subassembly and a caption. And then finally, after you're done those 4 subassemblies and components, you're gonna take a screenshot of the entire assembly, okay? And paste it right here and saying this is your final assembly. You don't need to rename this one to anything because this one is your final product, right? So you just say final assembly, or if you're making something else, for example, somebody probably is making a train, you can say just train assembly or something like that, okay? That's for somebody making something else from their own idea. Okay, so pretty much I want a report full of pictures and captions, and the picture of every single component, and picture of every single sub-assemblies, and a final picture of a whole assembly. No, you don't need to show different views. You can show whatever the view you like, but don't make like view really awkward. So the piston head, this view is okay, but if you show like this view, I can't even tell it's a piston head, then don't make this view, okay? Just any view you feel comfortable that can fully represent the characteristic of your part, that should be fine. Okay, so one picture for each component, one picture for each sub-assembly, and one picture for the final assembly, and make caption. Tell me what it is. All right, even though you're making the engine assembly, but still make the caption for every picture. Tell me what that is. And then when you take the screenshot the whole interface of your SolidWorks. All right, like this. Don't make a screenshot like this. This is a no, okay? This is a no. Take the whole interface, okay? And rename the parts and the sub-assemblies by sequential numbers. So part 1, part 2, part 3, sub-assembly 1, assembly 1, assembly 2, assembly 3, stuff like that, okay? Am I clear? I'm gonna create a final project under assignment. So just right below homework 6 saying final project, and you can submit it there by a Word document. So if this is clear to everybody, please let me know in chat. Let's say yes or something like that. And if you have a question, please ask now, because I expect everybody turning the project in the same format. It will be due at the last day of the semester. I believe it's December 6th. I'll double check, but that'll be the last day of the semester. So, any questions at all? And I'm gonna upload this very short lecture on YouTube. So when you get confused a little bit about renaming or take screenshot or anything, you can review this short video and give you some reference. Yes, the Word document. Yes. So pretty much it seems like a report. So I just want to check out this report. I won't see your actual model. Oh, by the way, because I mentioned there is under the project requirement, if you can make an animation, I'll give extra credit. And if you can insert the animation into your at the end of your report, I'll give you extra credit. But you need to figure it out how. Yes, you do. That's in the project requirement. No, you don't need to convert it to PDF. You can if you want to. So for grouping, you need to send me the name list is under the requirement. And everybody in your group should send me the same name list. So I know everybody is acknowledging each other. Okay, make sure you read the project requirements. All right. Yeah, this lecture will be posted. You guys, okay. If you've done this in a group, you need to submit it individually. Okay. So even though you've done the same assembly, but everybody should possess their own assembly at the time, right? And then you make this report by your own assembly. All right. The grouping only help you for modeling stage. So after it's finished, everybody should have an engine assembly if you're doing engine assembly. Okay. No, you don't have to. Mm-hmm. Anything else? If there's nothing else and you guys all clear with the formatting of submitting the project and the due date of the homework and the objective of the homework, stuff like that, you're free to go. There's nothing I will cover today. Thank you guys. Thank you for attending. I'm going to upload this lecture to YouTube. If you have any question regarding how to submit your project, please review this video carefully because failure to do so will result point deduction. Alrighty? And which I don't want to see. Yes, so this will be our last Zoom meeting. So starting from next week, we're not going to meet on Zoom every Tuesday. All right, guys, make sure you do your you start your project early. All right, don't wait till last week because last week is the finals week. You guys will get busy. just don't delay it till the last second. This assembly will take some time, even though I showed you step by step, but it's still gonna take some time. All right, anything else before I end this meeting? All right, guys, thank you and enjoy the rest of your night. All right, and please go watch the recording of making the components. All right.